Thank you for accepting my invitation. I know I haven't contributed much to our mission so far, other than boring facts about beasts.
That's a nice way of expressing that you insulted me for being an annoying and critical know-it-all.
Ignore him. Everything is fine. This is not a competition on who contributes the most. Please carry on.
Right. My contribution. Over Christmas, I kept on nagging Grandma, and eventually she relented and looked into it, and she found out quite some bits.
Ombre lune.
Ombre lune.
It's French for...
Shadow Moon. Gran managed to find out the name of our sinister organisation, as well as the fact that it's not registered with the Ministry or any other institution, not even the Muggle ones. Obviously that's illegal. Yet, no one at the Ministry seems to be bothered, so we can assume that either they are bribing someone to keep their mouths shut
Or they have a corrupt little rat in their ranks. The Ministry is full of moles, everyone knows that. That is far more likely than backhanders. Loyalty weights far heavier than money with these people. Also, it would explain why Harlow was able to escape custody.
That's what Grandma's contact said too. Unfortunately, that was all they could tell us next to where their base of operations is. But, well, I'm not sure that will be of much help.
Well, it should be a start at best. We may not know much about their intentions yet, but from the documents Natsai found, we...
No, that's not what I mean. You see their base? It's said to be Chateau Sombrefeu.
Could you kindly explain what the problem with that is?
Sombrefeu is a rather mythical place. A castle. In the Southern Highlands, near the British border. No one ever goes there.
Why not? Why is it mythical?
Mythical might have been the wrong word. Maledict is perhaps the better expression. It is widely believed that the castle is cursed. Not even my parents and their lot have gone anywhere near it, and they are poachers. Even criminals avoid that place. When I was little...
Was.
Shut it, Sallow. I'm almost as tall as your ego. Anyway, they used to tell me that anyone who went there never returned. That the castle swallowed all life into the darkness that dwelled inside.
Sounds like an old legend to keep people from going near it. If it really was cursed, why would an illegal organisation set up their base there? To me, it sounds like they chose this place deliberately to make sure they're undisturbed.
You wouldn't say that if you knew the legend. Cursed or not, that place has a really dark history. Only the most depraved and rotten souls would seek refuge there.
Well, colour me intrigued. I didn't grow up here, thus I don't know any of the Highlands legends. I'd like to hear it, Sebastian.
It's not exactly a bedtime story. But that didn't stop my uncle from telling it to me when I was younger, so... all right. The Chateau of Sombrefeu was established by a group of French and Scottish wizards seeking refuge from a blood feud that had occurred between their families. They were renegades, looking to establish a community where they could live in peace. However, with the years passing, a heavy fog settled over the castle, obscuring it from outside viewers. Some claimed that the mist surrounding it came from an age-old pact the residents had made with the land, hoping to find protection. But their dark past, they had carried along, twisted the peace they had hoped for into solitude. The residents slowly went mad, one after the other, every last one, until none of them had a shred of sanity left. They picked up on the old feud again and began to fight each other. The mist surrounding the castle made it impossible to distinguish between family members and foes, and so in the end, everyone wound up dead, either killed by enemy or the hand of their closest kin. Since then, the place is abandoned, and only few others dared to enter the deserted, foggy chateau. None of them ever returned.
Well, I'd say it's a place most fitting for their lot. It probably serves their purpose too. Lots of space, likely with a guard tower and dungeons to lock up their prisoners.
Excuse me, were you even listening?
Sorry, was my reaction to your little tale not adequate? It's going to take more than a spooky legend to scare me.
I find it far more disturbing that you talk as if you're actually planning to go there.
Well, what did you think we were going to do? Investigate? Gather information and then what? Take it to the officials? because they have done such an excellent job so far.
She's right, Sebastian. We can't just simply talk about it. We have to do something. No one else will. You heard Poppy. The ministry is corrupt. We cannot count on them.
Natty, we're students! What are we going to do, take down an illegal underground dueling ring all by ourselves?
I'm sorry, is that really the 4 years straight-crossed wands champion talking there? Since when have you become so cautious, Sebastian?
Natty is right. We should act on our own. Damn the consequences. You're familiar with that, aren't you?
I'm just saying, we shouldn't rush things. I've given this some thought, and it reminded me a lot of what my uncle spoke of once in a while, from back in his Aura days. Dueling rings are not just a pastime for dark wizards to hone their fighting skills. They serve a purpose. Why do you think they are abducting so many people?
They are raising soldiers.
Precisely.
That doesn't make sense. These people, they are being forced to fight, probably to the death. Why would they decide to stay and become part of the enterprise that brought them such misery?
Only a truly righteous person would ask that. But most people are easily subjected to power. Power can do strange things to a person. It divides us into superior and inferior, masters and servants, winners and losers. And everyone wants to be on the winning side, don't we? And we would do anything to stay there. To stay in power. Power can turn victims into torturers faster than you might want to imagine.
He's right. It does make sense. Former victims become greedy for power when they succeed in duels and stay to join their ranks. I witnessed this among the poachers.
This could only be the beginning of something greater. Soldiers are being raised for war.
All the more reason to stop them.
All the more reason to leave this alone. Don't you get it? This is too big for us.
That's not for you to decide.
And who made you the leader?
Nobody! I'm just doing what needs to be done.
Doing what needs to be done? You're walking into your own demise, that's what you're doing.
No one is forced to be a part of this. If you don't like it, the door is over there.
Okay, let us calm down and think about it for a second, okay? Marion, I'm with you on this. We have to do something. I didn't spend the whole winter holidays pestering my grandma just to leave it alone now. But we need to be smart about this. We need a plan. We can't walk into the dragon's den without knowing what we're up against. Who we're up against. We need intel about their structure, their hierarchy, how the power balances are. Their leader seems to be quite important and mighty, regarding he puts his name on everything and all.
She.
What?
Their leader is a woman. Marion and I overheard a conversation about her, likely between two of her henchmen. They referred to her as she. They also said something about testing dummies. That's why we think they have a research department.
Exactly. The documents with the runes, they are instructions for curses. Some of them sound like the ones Harlow used on you on Halloween. The others, well, let's just say we're lucky he didn't use any of those.
That is a lot of information to digest. Many loose ends left to be tied up. We have a lot of work to do. Poppy?
Guys, listen up.
Who put you in charge?
Why do I get the feeling we've had this conversation before? Carry on, Poppy.
And who put you in charge? This is an outline of what we know so far. We have our mysterious leader and everything we found out about the organisation. We don't have a precise location yet, but we know it's underground and heavily guarded. We'll need to be careful approaching it. Our best bet might be to infiltrate as spectators or even participants.
You're kidding, right? You want us to walk straight into that cursed place and disguise ourselves as duelists?
I know it's dangerous, but if we can get inside, we can gather crucial information on their operations and maybe even find a way to free the abducted.
I told you, didn't I?
That you did. Sorry I didn't believe it until now.
Don't be. But I'll keep reminding you, just to be sure.